I'm sorry for that commercial interruption. It was a squirrel interruption. And you know okay, there he is. Hold on. Oh, fuck. He's coming down. I think he tries to get on my bird feeder and knock it down. He's going down. Go down. There you go. Okay. Critter problems. So here's the thing. On my back porch, my mom bought me 2 bird feeders. Now she also bought me the things to hang the bird feeders on. But until we actually anchor them in the ground, I'm using these existing, what I believe are plant hangers for plants. So I'm hanging my bird feeders on these plant hanger things, really. And so that enables said squirrel to climb up my wood deck thing. And I think, because sometimes I've been in my office and I'll hear a loud crash and I come out here and my bird seed has been knocked over and obliterated by a large rodent that we shall call squirrel of the day. So yeah, I see you. Oh, do not. I see you. Yes, I talk to squirrels. He's looking right at me. Dude, I will mess you up. Seriously? Eat the stuff on the floor. I scared the birds away, not the squirrel. I think he's gonna try to get up there again. Hold on, I'm gonna even show you. So you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna go right out here. Let's see, see? Do you see what I'm talking about? We're gonna capture this. There's the bird feeder. And he's behind. Did he go down? I don't know where he went. I know you're excited to be seeing this, everybody. Is he still up there? Let's see his little hands. Oh, there he is. Here's our friend. Where he should be. On the floor. I might as well just give you a little preview of my house while we're here. I don't know if you can really see. See, I have all of my fall decorations out. And what's really cool, see, here's my, this is what, I've got to show you guys this while we're here. Because, you see how I've got, you know, like the nice, whatever it's called, when you plug in the lights. See how cool that is? And you have lights. And up here in my kitchen, so here's my kitchen, right? And I have that odd space up at the top with, it's just odd. I don't understand why they built it that way, but look at, see? Then you have lights. Now it's not showing up on film as good, but it looks really nice at night. So here's my little kitchen. This is not a color I would have chosen, the red, but we're gonna paint over that. And here's the family room. And some of the pictures we finally got hung, those are crooked. I need another one over there. And there is my porch with my birds. Let's see if you can see the birds that I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see them through the window. Okay, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that little tour. Here's our friend. Isn't he cute? Just as long as he stays where he's supposed to be. Okay, back to blabbing. Sorry about that little excursion in my home. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, so before we were interrupted by said squirrel, back to the protein powder. So we'll have Dr. Mike answering your questions. And we can call him Dr. Mike because he is indeed a doctor. Doctor, whatever. Anyway, some of you remember that you told me a while back, you're like, what if you're lactose intolerant, why are you having whey protein? So of course I immediately cut out whey protein, and I did share, which has been the truth, that I wasn't having stomach aches. But then I had this conversation with Dr. Mike out at Fit Blogging, and I told him, I'm like, What's frustrating is that while I do really love the GNC egg protein powder. I think it is probably one of the best tasting protein powders, especially because if you travel with it, you don't need to mix it with almond milk or anything. In fact, I actually believe it mixes best when it's only in water. So it's amazing for travel. In my opinion, the chocolate tastes the best. I'm not really like have a vanilla shake, protein shake person by myself. So I really didn't dig the vanilla as much. What frustrated me about the GNC egg protein powder, and this is pretty simple, maybe it's just because of what it's made of, is I'm used to in the past, you know, making some fun recipes with protein powder. When you have done what I did, which is, you know, if you flirted with, seriously, you do not want to play with me today, okay? You'll make things like protein pancakes, or you put protein powder in your oatmeal. Not that I'm having that anymore, but you know, you get creative with protein powder. The egg protein powder, you can't, based on my limited experimenting with it, you can't really cook with it or bake with it. It doesn't do well. I tried to make protein pancakes with it. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I asked Mike to explain it to me. I'm like, I mixed the egg protein powder with egg whites, and it was like eating a piece of my table. It was just, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, so on one hand, I love that protein powder. I pack it every time I go. It's easy. I pack this shaker thing, throw some water in it in the hotel, throw some protein powder in it. It's perfect. It tastes good. I love it. Freaking love it. However, there was part of me that was like, occasionally I'd like to make something fun with protein powder. And I'd like to be able to do that because the protein powders that are good for that are all whey. So, talking to Dr. Mike, who I'm not even going to try to paraphrase what he said, but suffice it to say that he shared that whey, I am not lactose intolerant where I can't have any dairy at all. I'm more like lactose sensitive because I can have a little dairy. What tends to happen to me if I have a little dairy is kind of what I'm doing right now. I get that, which I haven't had any dairy this morning, so I don't know why the hell that's happening. I'm just a bundle of problems and issues. It's like, here's your pin board for just to make fun of me. I'm trying to think if it shows, if I can see the ingredients here. But all that to say, Mike was telling me that, okay, if it's whey isolate, I don't know if I'm saying this right, that doesn't have the lactose in it that makes people like me have issues. So my good friends at GNC sent me some whey protein, and I asked her for just vanilla because I just, you know, for me, what I'm going to use the whey protein for is to make some of like that zucchini protein bread that I made a while ago, or to make my shakes that I've been making that Valerie Waters instructed me or guided me to do, which I have to tell you, I really, really, really like. Kind of satisfies that sweet tooth. And yesterday I used this, tested it out to see if I would have a stomach ache. I had no stomach ache. The amount of where my hair starts and ends is really quite large. I look like Marge from The Simpsons, don't I? She probably looks better than me. Just saying if he's up there. Anyway, so if many of you I know are gonna write me and go, well, you said you're talking about that smoothie, you didn't even tell me what it was. So here's what I've been doing a lot in this little shift in my eating. And then I'm gonna wrap up this video by telling you some of my results in the past 2 weeks. Because even though in the past 2 weeks, I have not been 100% back on my workouts, not on purpose, obviously, I have lost inches. I've lost about another 1/4 of an inch everywhere. And I'm just sharing this, I'm just diving right into it. I lost about another 1/4 of an inch on my hips everywhere. And on my butt, I have to look and see how much I gained. But on my butt, I think I've gained like 1/2 inch. And some of you might go, why are you excited about that? I am excited about that. You know why? Okay, if this was 10 years ago, I would have been like, oh crap. All my life when I grew up, all I can say is thank God for Jennifer Lopez and maybe Kim Kardashian a little bit, or Jennifer Lopez, for bringing the butt back. Because all my life, I've had junk in the trunk, okay? And I was always paranoid about it. Always, always. Back in the day, I wanted a flat butt. I wanted to have no boobs. You know whose body I wanted to have? I wanted to have, if you look up Billy Blanks, and I didn't want to have Billy Blanks' body unless I was dating him. When Billy Blanks first came out with Tybo, the original Tybos, and his daughter, Shelly, she's always in the videos with him. She has a very lean, athletic body. I'm not being mean when I say this, she's flat-chested, she has a torso like this, not curvy at all, very more like lean, athletic. That's the body I wanted, and that's the body I was always trying to get. Hello. Do you think that these are ever gonna go away? These are real people, okay? I am gonna get some assistance from a surgical perspective soon. I mean, I am 43, hello. And I've always wanted it, but I've always had a booty, I've always had the boobs, I've always had an hourglass figure. And here I was always trying to have this like very lean, boyish, athletic figure. It's kind of like when people have straight hair and they always want curly hair. Yada, yada, yada. But if you would have asked me 10 years ago if I'd be excited that I was like gaining or improving in the butt area, I would have told you were crazy. I would never have been excited about that because I always wanted to have a flatter, smaller butt. I'm not trying to have a huge butt, but, comma, the thing that I started to notice was happening with me as I've been losing weight, probably the past 3 to 4 months in specifics. I swear these animals are like looking at me. They might be going, what the hell is going on in here? Is, you know, if you looked at where I was losing weight, I'm losing weight everywhere. So definitely from the arms down. Do you see how with shirts, they ride up over my biceps and then they ride up on my shoulders? Anyway, I've been losing weight, you know, in the upper body and definitely in my legs. And I was losing it in my butt in the beginning, where quite often I would look at my side profile and I would go, wow, like I just kept remarking to myself how much the side profile was really leaning out. And of course, the last area that I'm leaning out is right around my waist and my core. That's just taking the slowest amount of time. And that's hormones. That's, you know, I never gained weight before there. That's where I've gained weight now. That's the place that's taking the longest to just chisel the fat off. I'm dealing with it, I'm being patient, but I was really noticing that my butt was getting smaller and smaller. So I was quite pleased. I don't want my butt to disappear. I am not interested in having a flat butt. So I was actually fine with the fact that my hips are getting smaller, I'm losing weight everywhere else, and the butt is getting a little bit bigger. It's just that it's, you know, what I'm doing with Valerie Waters' program is, you know, you take that butt and you move it up and you make it higher and firmer, and it's a good thing. So cheers to the butt. There's quite a lot of talking about buttocks. Oh, the shake. I will wrap up with the shake. And then I have to go. I slept in really, really, really late this morning because we were working late yesterday, and then I didn't get to bed until like, I think I was watching TV until like 12:30 and couldn't fall asleep, which is very typical when Aunt Flo comes to town. And I'm not gonna lie, I slept in, what time is it? I slept in until 9 o'clock this morning. So I'm getting a very late start. Anyway, back to the shake. One of the things that Valerie has me doing or that she suggested as a good idea for my diet, is to do like a green, because I was telling her that one of the number one things I'm having an issue with is cooking vegetables and having enough vegetables. And she's like, you know, not like this is rocket science, but she's like, one of the ways that I make sure I get enough vegetables every day is by doing a big green smoothie. So what I'm doing right now, sometimes I'll do this for lunch, sometimes I'll do it for my third meal or whatever. I put a bunch of water, just water, in the blender. I take a frozen banana, put it in the blender, and then I fill it, I stuff in a ton of spinach and a ton of kale. Then I usually put my blender on and blend all of that together so it's this beautiful green thing. Then I add a scoop of protein powder, vanilla, and then I'm adding this, it's Barlean's, it's like flax oil. I add flax oil, I add the spirulina, I add chia seeds, and then I add frozen fruit. So I add frozen mango, frozen pineapple, frozen blueberries, and I think that should be it. Mix it all up. It makes a huge glass, huge, like really large smoothie glass of green madness that has vegetables. It's got all your antioxidant goodness in there. I don't even know if I'm saying what's in there correctly, but it's filling, it's sweet, I hate this word, it's tasty. You know, it tastes good. I really like it, and it's very filling. So that's kind of one of the cool things that I'm having, and I'll be full for like, I don't even know, a couple hours after that. I really like it. But yesterday was the first time that I used the whey protein powder, and I used this. So this is the GNC Wheybolic Extreme 60. Cool thing about this, so each scoop has 90 calories, is that right? Maybe a little less, because it's 200. I can't even, God, I hope I'm not finally beginning to need glasses. I get my first gray hair at 43, and now I might need glasses because I'm actually like squinting to see this. Anyway, it's about 90 calories for 20 grams of protein. But no stomach ache, so it's all good. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because now this plus the last one means you have like 20 minutes of me babbling today. But you guys have a good day. I will be back probably on Friday. Maybe I'll just that'll be my new thing. I'll shoot videos like every other day. That's easier for me to accomplish with my schedule and not feel overwhelmed like I'm failing all the time. So you guys have a good day. I'm going to go deal with the zoo outside, and I will talk to you on Friday.